Imagine a world where the sun never rises and never sets, where one half of our planet burns beneath eternal daylight, and the other half is swallowed in endless night. This is not science fiction. It is the haunting possibility of a tidally locked Earth. What would happen to our oceans, our skies, and to us if Earth forever showed just one face to the sun? Wide shot of Earth rotating in space. The rotation slows, stops, half glows in sunlight, half in darkness. Narrator, right now, Earth spins once every 24 hours. That rotation gives us day and night, the rhythm of our lives. But tidal locking, a natural phenomenon, could bring all of that to an end. It's the same process that keeps our moon's far side forever hidden. The same gravitational grip that can freeze a world's rotation. If Earth were tidally locked to the sun, we would become a planet divided in two, a realm of endless light and a realm of eternal darkness. Animations of gravitational forces pulling on Earth, slowing rotation. Narrator. Tidal locking happens when a planet's rotation gradually slows until it matches the orbital period around its star. The same side always faces the light, the same side always in shadow. On Earth, our moon is already locked to us. But what if the sun captured Earth in the same way? The results would be profound. A day would last as long as a year. One hemisphere, scorched by unending daylight. The other, frozen under permanent night. Between them, a thin line. The twilight zone, the only place where life, perhaps, might endure. Cut to real examples. Mercury, exoplanets around red dwarfs, Earth's own moon. Narrator. We see hints of this reality elsewhere. Many exoplanets discovered orbiting red dwarf stars are tidally locked. Astronomers suspect their sunlit sides may reach unbearable heat, while their dark halves sink into bitter cold. Mercury once teetered on the edge of such a fate, trapped in a strange orbital dance, and our own moon locked to us reminds us how common this destiny can be. But Earth is different. Our atmosphere, our oceans, our fragile balance, they would all be thrown into chaos. The Earth freezes in place. Daylight blazes over one side. Darkness consumes the other. Narrator. If Earth stopped rotating and locked to the sun, the transformation would be instant and merciless. On the daylight side, temperatures would surge. The oceans would boil in some regions, fueling storms of unimaginable scale. Landscapes would bake into deserts, blistering under the eternal gaze of the sun. On the night side, an abyss of cold. Temperatures plunging below anything we've ever known. Air itself would freeze. Oceans would turn to ice. Human civilization, as we know it, would collapse. Computer-generated wind patterns swirl violently from hot side to cold side. Narrator. But Earth's atmosphere would not remain still. Heat from the day side would rush toward the night side, creating ferocious winds. Jet streams stronger than any hurricane would sweep endlessly across the planet. These global tempests would transport moisture, dust, and debris. The skies would darken with storms. The twilight zone, caught between light and dark, would be battered endlessly by shifting weather. Yet here, in this narrow belt, temperatures might settle into something survivable, a precarious refuge for life. Half of Earth's oceans evaporating, half locked in glaciers. Narrator. The seas would split between extremes. On the day side, water would evaporate, rising into thick clouds, then falling in ceaseless storms. On the night side, ice sheets would crawl outward, burying continents under miles of frozen water. The hydrological cycle, the heartbeat of our climate, would shatter. What little balance remained would exist only in the twilight belt. Images of cities abandoned, people migrating toward the twilight strip. Narrator. Where would humanity go? We would be forced to abandon much of the planet. Millions, billions would flee toward the narrow twilight zone. Clinging to its fragile stability, civilizations would collapse into smaller, crowded bands of habitable land. Nations would fracture. Wars for resources would ignite. Food, water, energy, all would be scarce. Survival would depend on ingenuity or desperation. Fade to quiet imagery. The glowing line of twilight encircling. like a scar. Narrator, somber, reflective. A tidally locked Earth would no longer be the blue and green sphere we know. It would be a divided world, half fire, half ice, balanced only by a fragile ribbon of twilight. Life might adapt, but humanity as we are may not. Yet, this thought experiment reveals something deeper. The delicate equilibrium that makes Earth livable is not guaranteed. It is rare. It is precious. Music builds softly. A final image of the glowing Earth in eternal lock. Narrator. So what if Earth was tidally locked to the sun? It would become a world of extremes. A world where survival hangs by a thread. A world both alien and hauntingly familiar. And yet, tidal locking is only one possibility. Our planet's fate could unfold in countless other ways. So we must ask, what if Earth's core stopped spinning? What if our atmosphere vanished overnight? What other fragile balances keep us alive without us even knowing? Fade to black.